Oh, we're learning here on Afternoon Express today. Pescatarian, you heard that word come through. Those people, pescatarians, they eat fish and they don't eat any red meat. And maybe after this recipe is done, you'll be inspired to join them on their journey and this lifestyle as well. Get ready for our grilled snoek with a creamy avocado. You see, they've got me there. And basil sauce stoomza.
My friend, there's something fishy happening in this kitchen, and I'm about to make sure that all pescatarians rush to our website to get this recipe.
Yeah, and those who aren't pescatarians, go and explore and try this out if there's a lifestyle they were interested in. Let's take it away to me. What's happening?
Let's take it away. So we're touching on a couple of different eating styles or dietary requirements today because we touched on the veganism, how it actually benefits people's bodies. We're touching now on pescatarianism, which in essence, like you said, Tabzi, it's people who have chosen to omit like red meat from their diet. And so what we're doing now is we're giving you an option in terms of the types of fish that you could eat. And I think the one thing that South Africans do love is their snoek.
Yeah, but do pescatarians eat fish every day? Is that what you're telling me?
It's all they're saying is that in place of their protein, instead of it being chicken or beef, they've chosen for it to get it from the fish. And the one thing I do love is that fish tends to be high in a lot of nutrients, especially like your omega-3 fatty acids, stuff like that. So it is good to incorporate it and include it in your daily menu, just to help with all those nutritious, all the nutrients that you get from it, but also it tastes delicious.
I can imagine.
So first step that I'm going to make, you see our snoek is nice and cut out and opened here. So I'm going to just flavor it up, and obviously flavoring and taste like all of that, it depends on your palate. So if you like your fish to be slightly on the zingy side, add as much lemon as you can.
How would you have yours?
I like it balanced. I don't want it to be too zingy. I want to still be able to taste the fish. I've noticed that some people, when they add lemon to the fish, it basically overpowers the actual taste, where you can't even taste the actual fish.
So it's basically lemon and fish. What are the flavors we're going with here?
Look, the flavors we're going with here, we basically want to enlighten and we want to basically highlight the snoek. So we've got your paprikas in here. I've also added a bit of cumin, adding a bit of salt and pepper. Play with it, whatever flavors you've got at home. Even if you want to add a bit of curry to this, this would definitely take it a whole other level.
You get so excited speaking about flavor. Your face lights up all the time. It's just beautiful. It's inspiring.
Because of the things that you could do with food. Like, for instance, we're serving our fish with a delicious, creamy avo sauce, which is what you're on right now. We've already blended our avos. But we're adding, flavors that wouldn't necessarily always go with fish, like basil.
Like basil. Basil, you wouldn't think that, right?
Exactly.
But it pairs so beautifully. I think it does complement it really, really well.
Correct. And the thing is, most people are expecting for fish to always only go with dill. But if you are a lover of dill, more than welcome to add it to this recipe,
So I'm adding some lemon juice into our mix to make that sauce, drizzling some of that on there. And then, of course, chop up a little bit of the chili as well, which Palisa will be very, very pleased with. If you are a lover of chili, you want to make sure that you do include that. Go as wild as you can with your chili.
So all we're doing now, as you can see, Tabzi, I've got my fish on here. And you might be wondering why I've added the lemon to it as well. So normally, like we're talking about, people eat their fish and then they drizzle a bit of lemon juice on it. What we're doing is that this is a trick that'll actually get you more juice from your lemons. So we're putting it into the oven with our fish. Our fish goes in there to cook for 25 to 30 minutes. I normally suggest to people, give it the last 5 minutes, stop the cooking, just to allow the residual heat. But what that'll do is that in the lemons, it'll allow those juices to be even more. So you can even extract more juice from the lemons because of the heat that we've given.
I love that. Okay,
put in there.
This will go.
That's practically quick, because once our fish is cooked, you can actually make that sauce, put it in the fridge, serve it immediately with your hot fish with that cooling effect.
Correct.
Emonate, my friend.
First of all, I'll just tell you this, that it looks good. It's pleasing to look at already, right? The fact that we've got some veggies going in as well there, you want to start there? Because
you also still want to keep it fresh. If you're bringing flavors like lemon in there, you still want something to cut through that, and that's where the tomatoes come in, and they cut it with the sweetness in them. So the balance of the creaminess of the avo, the smokiness of your snoek.
Cut through. It's a cut above the rest, this one. Certainly a recipe worth trying if you are pescatarian. I love it.